Yo, what is going on? It is Wednesday, February 25th, 5:49 p.m. No entries today. Honestly, just like a bitch, bro. It would have been a break-even trade, regardless. The entry would have been break-even, but the one trade that I would say was there and actually high rated that I did not take because I just stared at it and fucking hesied. It would have been a break-even, but that's not the point. The point isn't would it have been break-even or not. It's about entering, dude, and just getting rid of that fear. So let's talk about the day right before I get into this trade. So coming into the day, I did have a bullish bias until this 4-hour gets tapped into, just because of like, I don't know, this is like slowly trending upwards to me, and I feel like if we are going to reject off of something, it would have been this 4-hour, because if we take a look, we had nothing left, honestly, today. Like, there genuinely was nothing left. Like, we opened up, we're like in this range right here. All we have is this 4-hour, which is like within, like, it was like within 50 points. We'll check like a little bit, but yeah, as you can see, all the sell side targets were beautiful. So I was bullish until this 4-hour as a rejection point, to then go down and take out London low, Asia low, 4-hour, 1-hour, midnight. Like, everything was down there. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't check the high time frame fib range. This could have definitely been something to really, like, you know, play off of. Why did I not check the high time frame fib range? Okay, yeah, that's a mistake on my end. But look, let's come into the day at the 1 minute, which is where I want to talk about this entry that I should have 100% taken and why I should have taken it. Discretionarily, my motto is basically just an order block with a bullish candle out, a breaker structure to the upside off of it. I think right here, what really scared me was just not closing above this high. That was literally it. Regardless, like, we closed above the body of both of them. That's 100% an entry. This is 110% an entry, 155% an entry, 1,000,000% an entry. I guess the only thing that could have been stated about it was that we were about to open up a 5-minute that we obviously easily could have retraced into. So I don't hate it for that. The drawn liquidity here is stronger, but we were going to open up a 5-minute, which I was then waiting for a tap into and then a reaction out of, just any bullish reaction out of, because we had generated a decent amount of low resistance right here. And yeah, honestly, this should have been an entry, because even though it was a small retracement, that nonetheless is a retracement. And just a strong bullish closer out of it. And then I would have went, like, if it was right here, like, let's say it was 30 points, right? Let's mark it at 30 points. I probably would have went break even around 20 points. Oh no, it wouldn't have broken me break even. It would have edged my break even, yeah. I would have been break even around 20 points. Just because this is too quick of a break even, like 0.5 and all of that, because even if we get to a 1-to-1, like, I'd want to be break even before the 1-to-1, because sometimes my TP's at 1-to-1. So if we're talking 30 points, like 20 points would have been fine for a break even. So honestly, but I don't know what I would have done in that moment, to be 100% certain with you. And the big overall bias to this is just stop trading like a bitch, dude. Just genuinely stop it. Like, this entry model was presented because, like, I worked on this model because I wanted to stop trading like a bitch, and I needed to just get the stronger drawn liquidity, because the further you are away from 9:30 a.m. open, the less likely you are to get to that external drawn liquidity, and you're going to want to target more internal draws. We're right next to open. This is the external draw on the day. Obviously, look how fucking close we are. I mean, we're only fucking 40 points away. Like, it's clear. It's clear. No SMT with it. No nothing. Like, ES is, excuse me, and clear bullish order flow. Everything's correlated. I need to take this. Like, what would have been bad about this? The 5-minute opening up. That's it. That's it. I need to take these trades. This is something I need to take. But other than that, then we just pumped up. And honestly, there was nothing really that I liked about any of these other entries. Like, there was no true entry up here for me. Why didn't I like none of these entries? Because of drawn liquidity. There was nothing there. Like, there was nothing there for me to really want to target. I would have taken this 1 minute. We had an SMT, whatever. We had this SMT at... let me see. It was this 1 minute gap right here. Yeah, we did have this SMT right here. Yes, it's an internal SMT. Right, we had this internal SMT. I wanted to take this 1 minute. Would have been like, would have just risked obviously 250 just to take this internal high right here, going break even at this high right here. Probably not. Probably would have been break even like between here somewhere. Because I didn't think this was going to be high of day. In this trade, we had retraced into, where is it at? Traced, I believe, was it a 5? No, we had traced into a 5 on this one. I think it was. This one was into the 15. Yeah, we had retraced, I believe, into a 5 minute. We were still respecting it. We had tapped into it again. SMT'd with that low inside of the 5 minute. We just, you know, to me, it looked like a solid trade. Like, it just looked good to me. We were also respecting this 1 minute gap down here. Really nice rejection wick. Beautiful fucking rejection wick. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fucking rejection. And as you can see, the one candle just fucking murdered it. The candle just got rid of that idea. We then trade back down, and then we tag into this 15-minute gap, I believe. No, this 15-minute gap was over here. But yeah, then we trade back down, and we tagged into this 5 again. And I wanted to see this 1 minute just get inversed. I don't know why. It was just speaking to me. We had the SMT with this low. And again, just I feel like this high right here is a good break-even point that we would want to seek. And to target just right here. Just get my 1.5. Why not up here? Because it is already SMT'd. So even like right here would have been fine to target, right? Never got it. I even was willing to take this as a more discretionary play, even if this candle or this candle had inversed it, because we had tagged into there. We kept the SMT technically. We swept here, so this is now a order block. We go above the order block. We inverse the 1 minute going above the order block. Even if we, especially if we closed above here, we had a fucking break a structure to the upside. Enter, and then at this point, I would have targeted here because my entry would have been more so like, right. My entry would have been more, say like right here. This would have been the entry. But that never played out. And then down here was just a forward test. The only reason I like this forward test was tagging into the 15-minute. We had this 1 minute order block right here because it swept all of this. I really like the wicks rejecting out of it. We had this break a structure. We had this candle confirming it as an order block, this candle retesting it. Then a bullish reaction out of it with a 5 minute above. Should have been this as the play. This definitely could have been another trade, which probably would have almost been, we're targeting 17 points, go break even at like 12. Probably would have been a break even trade and then sprint to TP, but still good that I'm able to read the markets like this. And then here, honestly, just realized that it was just poor conditions and called it a day around 1040. So yeah, again, right here, not the best entry, but yeah, I know Ali took like this short right here to target this internal wick low. Liquidity sweep. What do we have? This confirms it as an order block. This candle right here confirms it as an order block. We have the test of the 1 minute IFVG, and we have a respect of it. So you can enter on the respect of the IFVG. Stops right here. And then you could just deadass just target. No, that's fucking shitty. He took some shit like this, dude. I know his stops be tight, too. I know he took some shit like this. Like, I don't think he really took... And this is technically... He considers this an order block. I believe it is. He entered, though, like, down here somewhere. Because disregard... You get break even if you enter. I don't know. He took something, like, similar to this. I don't know if it was this candle he took, confirming this as an order block. And technically a break of structure. And then stops right here. He probably took something like this. I think this is what his trade was. Would have gone stop whatever. Stop loss edged and then continued lower. Honestly, this was a long I was trying to get. So yeah, that's why, you know, everybody sees it different. But again, need to just stop trading like a bitch. That's genuinely what it boils down to, and that's what it's been boiling down to. That's what's been holding me back this entire time. Been unfunded for 7 months, bro, and I haven't. It's just negative. I haven't made a fucking dollar. It comes down to that. I introduced myself to this model to stop being a bitch. I'm still being a bitch, and I need to stop that seriously. I know what the problem is now. It's about me fixing it. That's how life is. As long as you're able to recognize the problem, then you should be able to fix it. I'm getting better slowly, but it needs to happen quicker, and that's the truth. So thank you for tuning in. Peace, love, positivity. Catch you guys tomorrow.